Calling the beautifully redesigned 2017 Mercedes-Benz CLA simply a four-door coupe is like describing a world-class athlete as just a good runner. With its sleek profile and powerful turbocharged engine, the CLA offers agility and design that are unmatched in its class, and it's available now at an exceptional price. Why drive any four-door coupe when you could be driving the 2017 Mercedes-Benz CLA? Visit mbusa.com/CLA to learn more. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
Blog Talk Radio. Are you ready to let go of your fears and limiting beliefs? Ready to live in the moment? Ready to live a positive life by creating new habits? You're in the right place. Join us every week at the Reinvent Yourself to Greatness with Sahar show to learn how to create the happy life you always wanted and deserve now.
Hello. This is your host, Sahar Andrade, and I am here today to discuss with you 7 reasons why entrepreneurs do not find their passion or never find their passion. Before doing that, let me share something really, it's a great day for me today. I just came back from a luncheon ceremony for the Women of Influence because I was nominated as Women Advocate of the Year for 2017, which is yay! I've been really excited about it, and I'm very humbled and honored by it as well. I just wanted to share that with you. So today we're talking about something that is very dear to my heart, which is basically passion and finding our passion. So as usual, I will ask you a few questions in the beginning. Have you ever had a dream that was put on the back burner that you always wanted to do but you have never done it? Or have you been busy with everybody else around you, everyday work, everyday job, that you don't even remember what you have been dreaming of or what you're passionate about anymore? Or do you feel that all your days look exactly the same? Your weekends are the same replicas of the one before. You work, and can't wait till you get to the weekend so you can either go out with your friends or get with your family. And it becomes like a repetitive motion day in, day out. But the weekends don't come too soon enough, and they don't last long enough. Or do you dread your feet every single morning because you want to stay a little bit longer in bed? Or you know where you want to go, you just don't know how to get there. Or you believe that you do not have the resources, it's in your mind. Emotionally, you don't have the resources, either emotionally, mentally, psychologically, socially, financially, or you think that you don't have enough skills or talents or even education, so what to do next? Or you're scared to lose what you have and you don't want anyone to make fun of you or ridicule you. You are complaining about your job and you want to start a business, but you don't know how, or you're even scared to do it. Horace Mann said, "A person should be ashamed to die until he or she has made a monumental impact on the world or on mankind." How are you doing to leave your mark? What will your legacy be? Becoming who you were meant to be begins with taking the first step. And isn't that the truth? Like I always say, it's never a huge leap. It's never jumping from a high mountain. It's little steps, baby steps, one foot in front of the other. So if you know what I'm talking about, and I know you do, because you had that little voice in the back of your mind telling you, what are you waiting for? But you hear that little voice on the right side, but on the left side, you have that other voice that is trying to drowning whatever you're hearing from the right side through noise, so to silence it. And I know that because I went through that. Like I would say, yes, I'm going to start my business. And then on the other side, who are you kidding? You can't. You don't have whatever it takes. Stop thinking about it. And here I would start saying, no, I should start. No, you can't. Yes, you can. Anyhow. So if you can relate to that or you have been giving it some thoughts, then you are halfway through, because any issue starts by you acknowledging that it exists, and that's where the solutions start presenting itself. We all had times in our life where we were on top of the world, where we felt we achieved everything, that we wanted to do at that moment, where our performance was at its peak, extraordinaire, where we felt we mattered, we existed, we were alive, we were savoring the moment. We were so involved in what we're doing that nothing else mattered. Nothing else existed. Actually, this is called the flow, where we love what we do to a point that we do not realize that time is passing by, or how much effort we're putting in, or how much resources of ourselves we are including, because nothing matters anymore, because we are in the zone. That is, my friends, what we call passion. That's the flow. We, like I always say, we all have a gift, a genius inside of us, a light. Some find it and some don't. It's not easy for them to find it, but I know it's there. Our unique talent is what differentiates us from everyone else. It's our way to success. It's once we become aware of it, we need to develop it and use it. Trials and errors will happen, and it's okay. It's part of the growing pains. We need to use what we learn on a daily basis. We need to practice it on a daily basis. We can then be of service to others. We can inspire others, empower others to empower themselves. Empowering people doesn't mean that we are bestowing power on them. That's not what it means. Empowering people meaning that you are empowering them to empower themselves. Only then we can fulfill our role in this world and achieve the mission of why we were created on this earth in the first place. No matter how big or small the contribution, we feel alive. We become alive. And I always say your passion doesn't have to be that huge thing. It can be, no matter what it is to you, this is what matters at that moment. Finding what we were born to do, or what is our passion, is not necessarily linked to making a lot of money, and is not limited to some people. It is within all of us. It is that feeling of happiness, fulfillment, satisfaction, that twinkle, little twinkle that we feel in our heart, that big smile that comes on our face when we do what we love to do. Our passion doesn't necessarily mean our job. But if it's our business or what we do, then it's great. I know it's a counterintuitive. Actually, we were just talking about that with a couple of friends today. For example, your passion can be helping little dogs or save little dogs, though it's not what you do as a business. But when knowing that this is your passion, this is what you want to do, but it's not really your field and you don't know anything about it, it will help you do the best that you can in your work or in your business, so you can make enough money to be able to live that passion of yours and help these dogs, so you can feel accomplished and satisfied. So sometimes our passion is not necessarily what we do in life, or as entrepreneur what we have as a business. I mean, if they coincide and they are aligned, then it's perfection. But if not, it's okay, knowing that we are working what we're working, so at the end we can still fulfill our passion on the other side. Because some people have that idea that if you don't work your passion, then you're toast. Or if you don't find your passion, or you don't do it day in, day out, then you're losing. And it's not necessarily black and white like that. And that's why I meant to discuss with you today, though I have written about passion before, but I just wanted to bring that angle from it. We will never reach our full potential until we know what definitely we are passionate about. So we need to start, if you didn't already start, on the journey of self-discovery from within, outside. I always believe that, like, we all, as entrepreneurs, we are leaders, and it starts with our personal leadership, right? So if we cannot lead ourselves from the inside out, if we cannot lead ourselves, we cannot lead others. Leadership is not an external process. Leadership is an internal process, but usually people talk about it as an external operation or process where we inspire people, we build teams, we group people, we motivate people. What about motivating us, ourselves? What about inspiring ourselves to do whatever we love? Because if we are not in that point, we will never be able to show people how to do it. I always believe if I didn't do it, I will not share it with you because it would be hypocritical. If I tell you to do something, it's just I have to go through it first. And it goes, again, with trials and errors, trying to find basically your passion. So entrepreneurship is a lifelong journey, like we know. It never stops. Our passion might even evolve and change as we go. We might think that this is our passion now and roll with it, and then after we practice it, we find, no, maybe it's not this way. Maybe I should veer a little bit to the right or to the left. So acting through or with our passion is when we are at our best level of everything, because like I said, we are in that flow. The challenge, based on what I see and hear from all these entrepreneurs that I have been helping through the last few years, is that many do not know what is their passion, or they don't even know what passion means. And some believe, you know what, oh, I have more than one passion, and I don't know which one to take. And it could be true. And some believe if they feel that if they don't do that passion that brings them millions of dollars in revenue, then it's not a passion. And we have been told by so many experts that are in the industry and in the market over and over is, find your passion, follow your passion. You're home free, though they never explain what really passion is. And most importantly, what individually passion means to each one of us. It's not a cookie cutter. It's not a formula. It's not 1 + 1 = 2. That's not what passion is. And it's not directly related to wealth, or at least not necessarily. It also depends on your own or our own definition of wealth, and most importantly of success. Each one of us have their own definition of what success is. So I need to ask you this before we go further. Take a minute. Stop. I mean, if you are attending live now, do it after the podcast, or I'll count to 10 till you do it. Or if you are listening to it post-recording, pause it for a minute. I want you to think deeply. Close your eyes and think, what does success mean to me? And what I find out that a lot of people don't know what success means to them, or at least they have never stopped and asked themselves. To some people, success is just money. And some people, it's family. Some people is having properties. Some people is driving a certain car. Some people is having more education. Some people seeing their children graduate from college. Some people is saving little dogs. So it really depends what success means to us. If you want to ask me what's my own success or wealth, for me, being very wealthy is having enough money to do what I want, to live what I want to live, to travel with my husband wherever we want to travel, to drive the car I want to drive. And the car doesn't have to be a Lamborghini, by the way. I'm just like, it's whatever I want. And that's why I work, and I work very hard, because I want to have that success. For some people, success might be millions in the bank. I mean, or being wealthy might mean millions or even billions in the bank. But that's not necessarily my own definition of success. And actually, success for me means to be happy and content from the inside out. So I guess I transposed my words. The wealth definition is what I said in the beginning, that just having enough money going here and there, having the car and the house. But for me, success is having that happiness inside from my heart, being content. That being said, let's discuss the 7 reasons why some people might go through their whole life till the end of the life without ever finding what their passion is. Number 1, they do not give themselves a chance or the time to try because they are in their comfort zone. They know the pros and the cons of the life that they live, but they don't want to shake off their status quo. They know the good, bad, and ugly. If you missed my podcast of last week, I would suggest that you go back and hear, because it was about comfort zone and status quo. That's number 1. Number 2, they do not believe that it's possible to live a passionate life, that having a passion and living your passion is only for certain people. Say, hey, we can't afford that. It's only for wealthy people or people that are successful. Well, the people that are successful started somewhere. So you need to start from somewhere, anywhere, just one foot in front of the other. It's okay if we fall. It's okay if we stop. It's okay if we have obstacles. We need to persevere as long as we believe in ourselves, and that's why it's important to know, where do we stand, where is our passion, and what can we do. And I'm going to explain more later on. Or they are, number 3, is being scared of change. They feel safe where they are because everyone around them is doing the same exact thing. So they feel, okay, we are in good company, bad company, good, bad, whatever it is, everybody around us is doing the same, so I'm not just going to be peculiar. Number 4, they feel that passion is nothing important. People just it's like a luxury. Being passionate is it's fluffy. It's a luxury to have, but it's not a necessity to have. And it's not an important, crucial element in life. Number 5, they feel obligated to work the way they are doing that because this is the way they support their loved one, even if they hate what they do. Number 6, the self-limiting beliefs and doubts. Having fears following their dreams as fear of rejection, fear of ridicule, of criticism, of judgment, and sometimes of success. Number 7, they do not persevere. They give up at the first challenge instead of forging forward. They have no clue whatsoever on where to start or what to expect or what even makes them happy, fulfilled, or satisfied. And that actually, it makes me really sad. That's why I want to help you find your passion. When I talk about finding and living your passion, I don't just mean for you to find the career that you love or even just a cause to volunteer for, but it's about actually a mind shift. It's a lifestyle that is filled with passion. It can manifest itself in a career or a cause, but it's not the main goal. It can be manifested through them. Most people just get to dip their toes in the lake of passion. They test the water, then jump and step back and recoil back in their status quo. So let's discuss, why do we need passion in our life? In simple words, without passion, we are a nobody. We are just like programmed computers acting in a particular way. Just because we think, we breathe, we sleep, we work, we eat, it doesn't mean that we are satisfied or fulfilled. And it doesn't even mean that we're simply alive. Clinically, we are. But psychologically, mentally, are we really alive? Having a family, having a job, having a house or a home can be satisfying. But what I'm talking about here as passion, it's about self-satisfaction. That if you feel it, you will radiate it around you and it will affect everyone around you. It's important to understand that you need to care for yourself first to be able to care for others. And I know this has been said like 1,000 times, but it's like being on a plane. The first thing they teach you, if a problem happens in the plane when the oxygen mask drops, if you have a child, put the mask on your face first and then on your child. Help your child. Why? Because if you don't do it and you start with your child, something might happen to you and you won't even be able to help that child. That's why you need to take care of yourself first. We have seen people, very wealthy people like athletes and actors, that make multi-million dollars income. But sometimes they are really miserable. We have been seeing suicides like crazy between these people, and they have all the money in the world. Or they can have so much money, but they lose every single penny of it after a few years. So money in itself is not a passion. Having no passion makes us feel empty inside. So let me ask you this. Let's say you have inherited a huge amount of money or won the lottery. After paying off your debts, after paying off Uncle Sam, you have so much money left for you and your family that your future of you and your family, and maybe like not even close family, but cousins and stuff, is secure. You have everything money-wise to satisfy the needs and wants of yourself and your family, no matter what it is. What would you see yourself doing, knowing that you have no financial threats whatsoever? You're covered. You're secure. So I want you to close your eyes for a minute. Take yourself where you are having all this money and you are secure. Deep breath. In 4, hold 4, out 8. Get into that place where you have all the money that you will ever need in your life for you and your family. And say out loud the first thing that comes to your mind that you would be doing. The first thing, without thinking, just that would jump to your mind like that. What do you think about? What comes instantly to your mind right away and see yourself doing is your passion. And if it doesn't come to you the first time, keep repeating the exercise till it becomes clear. And when you feel you're stuck sometimes, keep repeating that exercise. It will give you the signal, the message. So even sometimes we work our passion and then we get tired. So if you feel like you're losing that passion, repeat this exercise again. And this way you're not going to be stuck in status quo. Your passion will your passion will increase your perseverance and your resilience to keep going at it at what you love. It will strengthen your ambition to strive and thrive, to learn more about what you love and overcome the obstacles, because at that time you're going to see that the obstacles are just stepping stones for you to go to the next level. There is nothing called failure. It's just learning what not to do the next time. And like I said, it's a mind shift. Especially as entrepreneurs, we need to train our brain. We need to practice it every day, that mind shift, where we look at things in a different way, not necessarily in a dim light. And it's not being naive either or just kumbaya. No, it's about consciously making that choice. Once you start learning what you really love to do, you become an expert at what you do. With time, one step in front of the other. It keeps you focused on your goals as we pay more attention to those things we believe in and we love. Passion will give you that contentment, that happiness, that fulfillment, that self-satisfaction. It will give you focus and energy and ambition, of course, so you can reach your potential. The journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step. So in order for you to succeed, you need to be self-aware of who you are at the core, inside of you. Very honest. Not who you think you are and not who others want you to be. I remember growing up, to make my parents happy, I went to medical school and convinced myself that it was my passion. What happened is that I was miserable, and I couldn't understand how trying to make my parents, the people that I love, happy, I was so miserable. But I found my way right after I graduated, and that's why I'm working my passion now, and I'm sharing it with you. That's number one. Number two, you need to know your strengths and weaknesses. Again, from a very honest, detached point of view. You need to be different. Do what you love and involving your passion. You need to have the courage to pursue your dreams. Dream big. Remember, courage comes from the heart. It doesn't come from the mind. So your emotions should be involved. Start small, but strive to be the best at what you do. Ask for help when you need it. There is no shame for asking for help. Accept feedback. Positive or negative, it does not matter. There is always something there to learn. And from the negative point of view, and I know sometimes it hurts our feeling when people give you negative feedback, because you need to always check the source. And I know that some people just will say things as they are, but we all need to remember that we need to have empathy. Empathy when we say it and empathy when we receive it, the feedback. They say that brutal truth without empathy is actually cruelty. That's what we need to think. And also, I remember when I first started doing my presentations, I was giving a training for 3 hours. And it was in the beginning when I started, so I was like totally concentrating. And people loved it. I remember it as clear as today. It was about effective communication. And people loved it. But I had someone that came at the end of the 3 hours, and the only thing they said is, you know what? When you mentioned this, you did a mistake. And I was like, oh, I'm one of those people that will always remember the little negative thing, and that's how I was when I first started, but will forget all the positive. And then I obsessed about it till I started seeing all the feedback and the evaluation form coming in. They were raving about the session. But guess what? I never made that mistake again. There was something for me to learn that I will remember till today. You have a light inside of you. Go out. Share your light with the world. I want to know what is your passion in life. I want you to share it with me. I want you to tell me, what is it that you feel passionate about? The call-in number is 215-383-3736. We need to start living a fulfilled life. Find your passion. Find your zone. You need help, let me know. You can reach me by email on info@saharconsulting.com or info@reinventyourselftogreatness.com. Our website is www.reinventyourselftogreatness.com. Or leave me a comment right under here. I would love to hear from you. Go out to the world. Let your light shine through. Till we meet again next Wednesday at 5 p.m. Stay safe, Be the light for others and light your world. This is your host, Sahar Andrade. Again, you can reach me by info@reinventyourself.com. Reinventyourself-to-greatness.com. I love you all. Bye. I'm out.
Calling the beautifully redesigned 2017 Mercedes-Benz CLA simply a four-door coupe is like describing a world-class athlete as just a good runner. With its sleek profile and powerful turbocharged engine, the CLA offers agility and design that are unmatched in its class, and it's available now at an exceptional price. Why drive any four-door coupe when you could be driving the 2017 Mercedes-Benz CLA? Visit MBUSA.com/CLA to learn more. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.